If you are playing Football Manager 26 and find yourself in need of an elite attacking midfield wonderkid who just became the youngest player to ever win a senior international tournament, Gilberto Mora might be the player that you are looking for. Before I jump in and show you why you should break the bank for Gilberto Mora, please don't forget to like today's video and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Right then, let's jump into the video and show you why Gilberto Mora is an absolute must-sign wonderkid. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Gilberto Mora at the start of brand new FM26 saves. He's just 16 years old. He plays his club football in Mexico for Tijuana. He's valued at between 3.2 to 9.8 million pounds. And as you can see, he's already a Mexican full international and in real life go on to become the youngest player to ever win a senior international major tournament. He's a player that is all about his attacking game. As we can see on his pitch map, he plays primarily as an attacking midfielder through the centre, but can also drift out to the wide on the left and to the right, and he can also double up as a makeshift striker if you really need him. Looking at him at the start of the game, we can see that there is a lot of potential, and it is obvious why there is a lot of buzz around this wonderkid. If we dive in to the physicals, he has great agility, natural fitness, acceleration, balance, pace and stamina. In the mentals, flair of 16, he scores 14 for bravery, concentration, decisions, determination, teamwork and vision. He also in the technicals has 16 for technique, he has 15 for first touch, 14 for dribbling and 13 for crossing. He's a player that is going to explode in world football. So what I'm going to do is take a look at how he develops across the next 10 years of his career. Can he really go on to become that next high elite wonderkid that everybody expects him to become? Here we go then, we have made the first jump forward. It is now 2030. Gilberto Mora is 21 years old. You can see he no longer plays his club football in Mexico. He has made the move to Europe, where he's now playing for Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. Let's take a quick look at how he got there. So he would stay in Mexico until the 26-27 season, where he would make a £7.75 million transfer to Bayern Munich. My word, what a steal of a price that is. Once he got to the Bundesliga, he has had to ramp his first team football up. In the first season, just 4 games. Second season, 16. But then in the 28-29 season, he had the breakthrough. 29 appearances, 4 goals, 3 assists, 3 Player of the Match awards for a 7.4 average rated season. And then 29-30, 30 appearances, 10 goals, 5 assists, 8 Player of the Match awards, and a 7.42 average rated season. Looking at the player development, across the 3 categories, starting in the physicals, 16 agility, 16 natural fitness, stamina of 15, acceleration of 13, and balance of 14. In the mentals, bravery, composure, decisions, determination, flair, off the ball, vision, and work rate. And in the technicals, crossing, dribbling, first touch, passing, and technique are all developing nicely. At this point of his career, he's developing into that elite category of wonderkid. Is there more development to come? We're going to push 5 more years into the future to see how he looks when we get to 2035. And here we are. We have now arrived in 2035. Gilberto Mora is 26 years old and he's still at Bayern Munich, which is quite impressive because I did think that once he had developed and had those breakthrough seasons, he might have tried to move away to a different league, but he stuck it out in Germany. So let's see how he has performed. Now you can see that after that breakout season where he had the 7.42 average rating, things got a little bit shaky. For some reason, he was not in the first team very much, only playing 8 and 6 times in the next 2 seasons. He would actually get loaned out to Lyon the second half of that season, playing 11 times, scoring 3, 4 assists, and 4 Player of the Match awards would earn him an 8.06 average rated season in France. But then back to Germany, and he would play 18 times in the 32-33 season. He would play 32 times in the 33-34 season, so nearly a full season, and he would play 15 times in the 34-35 season. But those average ratings do not creep back up above a 7. So it's a little bit disappointing that he made the breakthrough, played 30 times in the Bundesliga, and then it seemed to drop away. But when we look at the player, you can see that there is still development across all 3 categories. Now, it's a bit weird because he hasn't taken massive leaps forward in all 3 areas, but what seems to have happened is he's become a more rounded player. So you can see in the physicals, he still has 16 for agility and 16 for natural fitness. He has 15 for stamina and 14 for pace. But in the mentals, it's 15 anticipation, 16 composure, 16 decisions, 15 determination, 17 for flair, 16 for vision, and 13 for work rate. And in the technicals, 15 for dribbling, 15 for first touch, 12 for finishing, 15 for passing, and 16 for technique. So there is definite improvement across those categories, but it's not massive leaps. It's more becoming a well-rounded player. When we go in and look at his career, you can see that the media describe him as one of world football's global superstars. If we have a little look at this, reputation is a 4-star player. He's described as an elite attacking midfielder. He has 35 goals in 249 matches for Bayern Munich, and he has won 7 honours and 6 awards whilst at the club. So even though he hasn't been as impressive as I thought he could have been, it still turns out that Gilberto Mora is going to be the player that you really need to go out and sign. If you can get him for £7.75 million like Bayern Munich did, and you can play more often than they did, you're going to get even more development out of this player. He looks fantastic as he is, but I think there is more to come. This is a player you truly need to break the bank for, and you must sign at least once during this cycle of Football Manager 26. There we have it then. That is 10 years across the career of Gilberto Mora, according to Football Manager 26. What do you think of his development? Do you think he looks like the type of player that you will go out and sign? I truly believe that he can go on and become one of the very best Wonderkids in this game. He just needs more game time and more development opportunities. Let me know in the comments section down below, is he a player that you are going to try and sign? And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.